Hey everyone, Paint with Rick. Today we're gonna do a landscape with acrylics. Okay. Supposedly the golden open acrylics, they'll stay wetter longer on your palette, so you can do more of a traditional painting, and that's what we're gonna try on 11 by 14. And you can also use regular bristle brushes with this. So I'm gonna try it with some of my oil brushes, and yeah, I got some acrylic brushes, but let's give it a try. I'm going to use water as a way to thin it down if I need to. I'm going to do a simple landscape today. Let's have a ridge coming over here. I'm just going to lay it out with Van Dyke Brown, and we'll have a ridge coming this way, and then let's have some water coming across like this. Okay. We'll have water down here, and we'll have just some bushes down here. And I'll put a mountain back here with the sky, and we'll have some trees, maybe a big tree popping off this foreground down here. But let's get started. I'm gonna start off by putting the sky in. I'm just gonna use a regular bristle brush, and we'll see what happens. Let me lay some white up here first, and then I'll mix some ultramarine blue is what they gave me. So I'm going to grab a little blue now and mix it into that white. I'm going to kind of paint like I do when I do oil. So get that to mix in with the white up there. I'll dip into the water and grab some more white, and just let the blue on my brush mix with the white. Okay. Grab some more white, and I'm going to paint it just like I do, like oil painting. So I'm just trying to get some white down here. Now I'm going to grab some more ultramarine blue and kind of add it in here and there. And be very loose. Maybe I want the corners to be a little darker. There we go. It's looking pretty good. Get some more white here. The colors that they give me are sap green, ultramarine blue, and white, of course. You can see I'm working with that. This is what they look like. Hopefully you can see that. I'm kind of recording in weird light today. But it comes with crimson, Alzerian crimson, ultramarine blue. You get like an Indian yellow, kind of like yellow ochre, sap green. What I did with my sap green to make it darker, I put some Van Dyke brown in there and titanium white. So I just put a little bit of paint on my palette. You see that? And I'm just grabbing it as I need it. So let's continue. I'm going to try a fan brush now, like a traditional fan brush. I'm going to mix a little bit of the Van Dyke brown with Alzerian crimson and some white. And I'll use that for my mountain range back here. I just want to have like a hint of a mountain back there. And then what I'll do, let me paint this in. I'll grab some white and lighten up the bottom while it's wet. It's supposed to stay wet for some time so you can work it. Now I'm going to grab some straight Van Dyke brown and I'll darken up some of the mountain back there on one side, so my light will be coming in from the left. Just like that. Just going to darken that this side of the mountain. Seems to be blending pretty well. Now I'm going to grab a little white and just pop it on the other side of the mountain there. I'm going fast just to test this out, see if it really works. Some white there to get some dimension on that mountain. I might have to add more later, but I want to keep continuing. Now I'm going to mix a little bit of the yellow, Indian yellow, with some sap green and get a lighter greenish color here. And I'm going to fill this side of the painting in with that green color. We'll have green grass on this side. Green grass hill. I put some trees up on top there. Just laying the color in for now. This I'm going to make it Van Dyke brown. Really dark. Darker than the mountain. Okay. Put some Van Dyke brown in there. Just run it in. And now let's run our water. I'm going to rinse my brush off in the water and grab some ultramarine blue with a little white in it and lay in my river real quick. I'm working fast. I should pick a different brush for this part, but I'm still working with the number 2 fan brush. It's alright. I'm just trying to lay in the color. Let's lay this in like this, and now grab some white, titanium white on the same brush, and we're going to lighten it up back here. Just get a little white on your brush, and let's lighten up the top part of the water. I got to get a little more white. I only put a little dab out there. Alright, same brush. I'm going to grab some more white and really lighten up the water a little more. Just like that. So far it's looking pretty good. Down here I'm going to put some dark, the sap green that I got some Van Dyke brown mixed into it. And just fill this in with that color real quick. And maybe have some bushes out here on this here. Small bushes. I want this to look like further away. Let me grab a blender brush and see what happens. Oh, it's right here. Let's see if this stuff blends pretty good. Not really. It does a little bit, but that's all right. Let's run some trees now. I'm going to try the, because it says you can use, I got a acrylic fan brush, but it says you can use bristle brushes. So I'm going to try my number 2 fan brush and grab some of that sap green with the Van Dyke brown in it, and let's see if it works. This is how I usually do it with oil. I'll use a fan brush. Now I'm going to stamp my branches on with the corner of the brush. Okay, I'm going to stay pretty skinny. Seems like it's working. Go down to there. That's about it. I'll have some bushes in front of that tree. It looks pretty good. Let me put one behind it here. We'll kind of fill it in a bit. Another tree behind it. Wow, that looks pretty good. I want to lighten up the top part of this brown, so just wipe your brush off, grab some white, and mix it on the top part of that hill back there. Leave the bottom dark. Same thing on this hill up here, this green. Let's pull some white down on this hill to lighten up the distance. Just like that. Lighten it up a bit. Leave the bottom here dark. So far it's looking pretty good. I can highlight this tree. I'm going to try it really quick with the titanium white. Just the top part of some of the branches, just to get the tree to stand out a little more. Put some white in here. It'll mix with the green and get a little lighter. You see that? Looks pretty good. Let me pull some of my ground here out. I think I want to put some kind of bushes down here, but it's looking pretty good. Take some of that sap green and Van Dyke brown mixture, and let's put some trees on the top of this hill here. Okay, just stamp in some distant trees on this hill. Nothing special, just some color up there. Very good. I like that. I'm going to darken it up a little bit with Van Dyke brown. Very good. So, looks like it's working pretty good. I'll grab a little more white now and pull it down.